Hi, how are you doing this morning, Ashlyn?
Hey, Miss Miley, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing quite well today in this rainy day.
Yeah.
You staying dry?
Trying to.
Yeah. The soccer game this weekend, is it still on?
Yeah, it's no matter what.
Even in the rain?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's gonna be really rainy and like harder than this. It's gonna be really crazy and really windy and.
That'll be fun though.
Yeah,
How often do you get to play in the mud?
never.
All right, well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to talking about what we were discussing last week. Homework. How's that going?
It's going better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you expand on that?
Well, I haven't been really using the timer because I haven't really needed it yet.
Okay.
Because I haven't had a lot of homework this week. Which
Okay.
is kind of crazy because in math I usually have a bunch of homework. But for this unit, she said her husband has been she tried to go through it with his kids really quick and they just didn't understand it. Okay. So she's just doing it in different days. So she's just giving us two worksheets for homework, and I've been doing them in class.
Okay.
Because she just gives us extra time and they're just really easy.
So you don't have a lot of homework right now, is what you're saying. So
I haven't really been using it.
You've been feeling pretty good about it and it's been pretty easy for you this unit? Okay, so I guess we can't really follow up on that until maybe next session. So let's see what else is going on. Let's talk about your game this weekend coming up. Is it just one game?
Well, it kind of depends. So I think on Saturday, I think we're playing 3 games.
Okay.
And if we win all 3, then we go to Sunday. And if we win those 3, then we're going to go to Sacramento.
Oh, wow. So it's a big deal.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Me and my entire team are really, really nervous because we really want to get far, and we just think this is as far as most of us have ever gotten in soccer. And we just don't want to mess up or anything. We don't want to.
So have you all talked about it as a team? Is that why you keep saying we?
Yeah.
You guys have discussed it? When did you guys talk about it?
Yesterday at practice.
You guys had practice yesterday? And
yeah.
So you're going today?
I'm going today, yeah.
So that was your last practice before the game? And you guys are all nervous. How did practice go?
It went pretty well. We did this exercise where he made us all stand in a circle, and he wanted us to grab random hands that we could just find of our teammates. Okay. And we had to try and untangle ourselves.
Fun.
Half of it all came out, and the other half, with me, Autumn, and a couple of my other friends, we just couldn't get it done. He's like, yeah, okay, whatever. So we all got it except for a couple of us.
How'd that make you guys feel?
It was hard, but we thought it was really fun. He said, what's the point of this? What do you think the point of this was? Right. And we all said to work as a team and to realize that we can all do something if we put our minds to it, and we focus, we can do it. Right,
that's right. You guys have gotten this far, which has been a great accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
So does it really matter how you do? Do you care greatly to win these games?
A little bit, not.
Yeah.
I'd rather just have fun with my team.
Okay, well that's good. So you feel fun is more important. How's your coach feel? Is he a win-win-win coach, or is he a have fun coach, or is he somewhere in the middle?
He's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
He's mostly a have fun, but
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And you like your teammates?
I love them all.
That makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Have you been on other soccer teams?
Yeah.
And do you feel this soccer team is different? Not just because you're winning, but how do you feel this soccer team is different from your other soccer teams?
Well, I think because we're older and we all understand that we need to just if we all just focus and work together, we can do it. We can work together as a team. We just focus. We can do it.
Okay. So even though you're super nervous, you're helping each other get through those nerves.
Yeah.
Right? So what do you think? What position do you play?
I'm more of a midfield and defense, but he said that he's gonna put at least all of us in goalie for 1 quarter.
Oh, it's kind of scary.
So it's gonna be a little scary.
Have you played goalie before?
Yeah, I did it once, and I do pretty good at goalie. Yeah. I'm just not as.
That's a hard position. The ball comes right at you, and it's a little scary.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah. But that's good. So you're all going to share responsibility of that, right? Is that because you don't have a goalie?
No, we have a goalie. We have 2 main goalies, but I think he just wants to open our options to all positions. Okay.
Okay, so that sounds good. So it's going to be rainy and windy and wet, and you're going to work as a team.
And muddy.
So if you get really, really nervous during the game, what are you going to do? How are you going to calm your nerves?
We're just going to, I don't really know. We're just going to kind of just relax a little bit and take a couple deep breaths and just.
Okay. What makes you the most nervous? What are you most nervous about during the game? Losing?
For me, I'm just really scared that I'm gonna like try and score on something the last shot that we have, like our last opportunity to like get it and win to go on Sunday or something, or like to Sacramento. But I'm scared like I'm gonna shoot the ball and I'm gonna miss. It's just gonna be like all my fault.
So you're afraid that you're gonna be the reason why they lose the game.
Yeah.
Do you think everybody's feeling the same way?
Probably.
You think? Do you think your best player? Who's your best player?
We kind of don't really have one, but we do.
Okay. So you have maybe a few best players. Do you think they're just as nervous about that as you are? Do you think? What do you think about Beckham? You know who that is? The real famous soccer star. There's a few. Okay, you watch the Women's World Cup, the big soccer games. Do you think those girls get nervous? You do. And what do you think they do to calm their nerves?
Do what they love.
Okay, so I remember I was watching the Olympics and I was watching Michael Phelps swim. And I remember he was listening to music before. And he said that really calmed him down. It was crazy loud music, but he said that's his happy place and that's where he goes and that helps him calm down before a race. Which shows somebody that has, I don't even know, 10, 11 gold medals still gets nervous, right? So being nervous is probably a good thing, right? Why is being nervous a good thing?
It means you care.
It means you care. Do you feel like you let the nerves get the better of you? Like you let nerves overcome you? Or do you work through it and figure out a way to overcome the nerves?
Well, I don't know. That's kind of hard. I don't know.
So you had to play some championship games to get to this level?
Yeah.
And were you nervous during those games?
Yeah.
So do you know how you worked through that?
I think I just went through it and I just did it, and it was just I kind of just went through it to did it as I went.
Okay.
As I was playing, I just had to think really hard about what my goal was and what I was trying to get to and what I had to do at that exact moment.
Okay. So when you got in the field, you didn't really think about your nerves anymore, maybe?
No.
Did you think more, like you said, you were thinking what you have to do, that you're out there now and the nerves need to go away and you need to focus on getting goals and getting the ball and doing what you're supposed to do, right? That's a really good strategy. And just hanging out with your friends hanging out with the team and just goofing around and warming up, but goofing around, during that helps with nerves, right? Because you're with your friends and you're all in the same boat. It's not just you. You're all feeling the same exact way. All right, so that's really good. I think the nerve thing, I think you're good with that. I don't think we have to worry about that.
We were all just texting and all that, and my friends were all like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous.
Really?
In all caps. It was pretty funny.
Well, the one thing about girls is that we're more talkative, right?
Yeah.
And we talk about our feelings, where boys sometimes don't. We have the advantage of talking to our teammates, and boys might not know that they're all nervous, where we know we're all nervous because we're all talking about it, right? So that's a good thing. Women talk, communicate, and that's a good thing. That's one of our strengths, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to school. Let's go back to, you have a 4-day break. You have a lot of homework. Have you started on any of it yet?
Yeah, I finished most of it with math, and Cassandra, who's in all my classes, like all my Discover classes.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go through our homework together because we're gonna do it on the way there.
Okay.
Because it's a 2-hour drive, and we can just do it on the way there at the table. Because we're gonna drive in the motorhome.
Okay.
So we're gonna we're gonna do our homework in the motorhome, and if there's anything that we don't understand, we're gonna kind of help each other with it.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And if we don't understand, we're probably gonna ask Abby because she's a grade higher than us.
Oh,
and she's a lot smarter than us. Her and Autumn, they're gonna both help us. And then if there's anything that they still don't understand, we're probably gonna ask my mom or probably my brother too.
Okay, well that's smart. Get it done before the tournament, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
One less thing on your plate. All the homework's done. You don't have to worry about it. You can just think about soccer.
Even on Monday, you can just come home and relax.
Because you're probably gonna be super tired. It's a lot of games.
A lot of games.
Okay. When we chatted last time, the last thing you said was you're having a hard time sometimes remembering what homework you have and what to do. Like what homework you have. And if you have homework, and that's another problem you have, is following through on getting your homework done. Not necessarily sitting down and doing it, but remembering what homework you have, right? Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit. What steps have you taken, or have you taken any, to try to get what homework you have at home?
Well, we have an assignment notebook, and I have a contract with my counselor, with my art counselor at my school.
Okay.
It's a contract, so I have to do my homework. I have to get my assignment notebook signed every day by all my teachers.
What is your assignment notebook? What is that? What do you do with it?
You write in all your homework that you have that day.
Okay.
So like it has like 3 little slots.
Okay.
For A days and B days, and I do like in one little slot you'd write in my careers homework, and then social studies and English, and I have to get it signed by. I usually don't have homework in PE or careers.
Okay.
So I don't get those signed, but my but English, social studies, math, and science, I always get signed.
Your core subjects.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are supposed to, let's see how this works. You're supposed to write the homework down at the end of class, or whenever she gives it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you bring the assignment notebook up to her at the end of class?
Yeah.
Or does she come to you?
Most times you just bring it up to her, but sometimes she just comes.
So you have to, it's on you to remember to bring it to her.
Yeah.
How do you do with that?
I do actually really well. I usually just memorize it. Sometimes she asks, like sometimes this other kid in the class has to have it signed too.
Okay.
And he usually doesn't do it. He usually just like forgets and all that. So
okay.
He whenever she says, let me sign your notebook, I remember, oh yeah, if I forgot about it,
okay.
and I have her sign it while she's signing his.
Okay. So what would you say, you're doing percents in math, right? Ratios. What do you think the percent is that you get it signed by a teacher?
For like this month? So
let's do, this month we're almost 3 weeks in.
I'd say 100% so far this month.
Wow.
I've been doing really well.
That is good.
Yeah.
So what happens if you don't get it signed?
Nothing really. I just usually have to check online to make sure that my mom knows that I actually wrote down all the homework I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay, so how do you check online? Can you show me? Is it on your phone? Is it?
It's usually on my computer, but I can share my phone right here.
Okay, try to access it on your phone.
Yeah.
So why did you get the contract? What, does everybody have a contract?
No, only like my mom thought it'd be easier for me because I like in the beginning of the year it was just hard. I didn't follow through with my work or anything, and just the contract. My mom thought it'd help me. And it did. So,
So most of the time you remember to write your homework down and have your teacher sign it?
Yeah.
But if not, this is how you do it a different way?
Yeah.
This is how you can like double check and make sure you've got everything right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna, Miss Hammaker doesn't usually write it down, but I know Miss Haver does. She's my math and science teacher.
So you have to be careful because if Miss Hammaker doesn't write it down you're going to be out of luck.
Yeah, and most of the times if I don't have it written down, I ask my friends. If they don't have it written down, I can't.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. So another option would be to ask your friends. That's what you're saying. To ask your friends is another way for you to get your homework.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got a few options. We've got the contract.
Yeah.
We've got the website for some teachers.
Most of them, yeah.
And we've got friends.
Yeah.
Okay. You're super lucky. Do you know that when I was young, we didn't have this option at all? It was, you forgot your homework, you ask your friends. There was no accessing anything online. It was all on you.
Yeah,
so this is really nice. That it's a good way to use technology, right?
Yeah.
Not all good ways, but this is a good way. Okay, so show me.
It didn't glitch out at all. So it says, so this is Miss Haver. This is my math teacher's webpage. It says February, and this is my February one. And so it says right there, homework.
Review skills, percents, and percent ofs, lesson 5.6 notes, and 2 examples. Oh, she's very, okay, so it's all there.
It pretty well, yeah.
Okay, so that you can always know.
And if you miss any homework before that, it's just she leaves it all on here for the month.
Okay.
And she leaves all the other months on there too.
Okay.
So if you miss anything from ever, so like even she has it on from the beginning from December to February, and yeah, I like it.
So how do you feel about getting your homework from school to home? How is that working?
Like, what do you mean?
Your assignment from school to home. It sounds like you think it's going well.
Oh, yeah.
You feel confident in it and that you're doing almost 100% or 100%, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. So then you get home, right? And I know we talked about getting distracted and the timer and all that. How do you remember? You're sitting at your desk, you have your stuff out. Do you always remember to look at your assignment notebook? Do you sometimes think you remember it, so you just don't look at your assignment notebook and you just start working?
Most of the time I remember it, but sometimes, I have this whiteboard that my mom got me.
Okay.
It has like all of my subjects I have on it, like written in Sharpie, so I can't erase it and just draw on it. I write down my homework, and I used to send a picture to my mom, but then she like started trusting me a little bit more, so I don't send a picture.
So you're getting better.
Yeah.
Okay. So you think, I know we've discussed that you have ADHD, and sometimes that has a lot to do with organization and impulsivity. You know what that means? Being impulsive and watching TV, maybe overdoing your homework and not thinking about what's going to happen the next day or later down the road. So the whiteboard, that's kind of a visual reminder as you're doing your homework, right? That's a really good idea. That was what I was going to suggest, where you write your homework from your assignment notebook onto there, and that way as you're doing it, you can either cross it off and feel like I'm accomplishing something, it's getting done. I know I'm a list person. I love to write lists, so I'm constantly putting lists on my phone, and I love the fact of being able to take the stuff off my list. It makes me feel accomplished and happy and better. So, and some people do, some people don't like lists, but it sounds like the list might be working for you, where you have the whiteboard, you write everything down, and then you cross it off, and you feel like, okay, it's all done. I can see visually, it's all done. It's off my plate. So, is that something you're going to continue to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm getting a lot better though, so I haven't been using it as much as I used to.
Okay, so you know what? It's all about habits, getting older, right? Understanding. You're in 6th grade, right? So, is this the first year you're switching classes?
Yeah.
And you're in a new school.
In my elementary school, like right almost at the end of the year, they actually just got a computers teacher.
Okay.
So your teacher doesn't have to teach you in computers. They have a different teacher.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty smart, but it just like they should have done that earlier, like, because it just would have been easier if I like would have just like what am I looking for? If I just like would have gotten used to that more, I think it'd be the transition from school to school would be easier.
So you think it would have been easier if they slowed you into having different teachers as opposed to getting in 6th grade and boom, now you've got 6 different teachers. It's probably very true. I know 6th grade is very difficult for a lot of kids. It's a huge transition. Not only are you changing schools, you're getting different teachers. It's a whole new environment. They're expecting more out of you. So it's normal for kids to struggle for a couple months getting used to the whole system. It's completely normal. But it sounds like you and your mom are really working on trying to find a system at home to help you. Because you know it's just going to get more difficult, right? High school's a lot more difficult. It's more on your own. They don't want to hear from your mom. They don't want to hear from your dad. So you really have to get it down now.
Yeah, my mom works there at high school.
Oh, okay.
So I have to so she telling me all the stories that happen.
So you kind of know. She's trying to keep you in the loop so that when you get there, you understand.
Most of the time I just eavesdrop when she's talking to my dad.
Well, yeah, there's that. And then there's your brother. Well, he's in 9th. He's in 9th, so he's in high school. Yeah. So you probably hear a little bit about their discussions too.
Yeah. He doesn't have as much homework though.
No, not yet.
Most of the time, no. I usually just hear about him from chem homework.
Okay.
It's really windy.
It is really windy.
Gosh.
Well, let me think if there's anything else we can discuss. Is there anything else you want to discuss? You're just really excited to go to your tournament, huh?
Yeah, I'm really,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like I said, turn that nervous energy into winning plays, right?
Yeah.
Work really hard. Okay, so I sense that you're feeling good about your homework. You're feeling good about school right now. Do you have any tests or anything next week?
Not that I know of. No. Oh, yeah. We started a new book. It's called Tuck Everlasting with Connections.
Oh, that's a great book.
Yeah, my mom kind of wants me to watch the movie, but my teacher told me not to watch the movie.
Well, maybe she means at the end.
Because it's different. It's like my teacher said it's completely different than the book.
I'm sure it is.
So she doesn't want me to get confused if I watch the movie.
Right, that makes sense.
But the book's really, really good.
Oh, that's good. So it's a book you're really interested in.
Yeah.
Okay, do you like to read?
Sometimes. It just mostly just depends on the book.
Yeah, it's hard if you don't like the book. But this book you like. So, do you have any reading to do this weekend in it?
Yeah, I have 8 through 13.
So chapters 8 to 13. Okay, so maybe Monday when you come home, even though you're tired, maybe you can work on that because I don't know if there's gonna be much time this weekend for that. Do you think there will be?
I don't know. I might do some on the way up there, and then some, I don't know.
Okay. How are you driving by car?
I'm going in the motorhome.
Oh, you said you're gonna sit at the table with your friend. Yeah, just the two of you going up?
There's gonna be a bus. I think so far there's 9 of us going.
Oh wow, that'll be
9
fun.
or 8, I think.
That'll be fun.
So I know that 2 of them aren't going. So.
Okay.
And one of them's sick.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bummer.
Which isn't good.
No. Okay. Well, have a great tournament. I'm excited to hear how it goes, and try to keep track of how you do this week at school. And Friday we'll get back together and chat and see where we're at and what we need to improve on. Okay. All right, Missy.
Thank you.
Have fun. We'll see you later.